Give the call to member for Holt.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Housing and Homelessness. How will the Housing Australia Future Fund's guarantee funding stream complement the Albanese Labor government's ambitious housing agenda, and what is standing in the way?
Give the call to the Minister for Housing, Minister for Homelessness and the Minister for Small Business.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And I do want to thank the member for Holt for that important question. I know that she is very concerned about her constituents dealing with housing challenges in her electorate and, of course, those in this place that are taking seriously the housing challenges right across the country, whether it be for renters, for buyers or for those trying to find a safe, affordable place to call home. Indeed, we did inherit significant housing challenges after little action from those opposite, Mr Speaker, and we've been working incredibly hard to try and turn that around.
A moment. The member for Deakin is now warned. So that means if you interject one more time while the minister is speaking, you'll be removed from the chamber. I'll give the minister the call.
Speaker, we are trying to turn this around, but it will take coordinated action and indeed significant investments. And our ambitious housing agenda is ambitious because it needs to be. And we're investing more than $8 billion in the coming year on housing and homelessness services, Mr Speaker. It's why we unlocked $575 million immediately to help social and affordable rental housing get on the ground, and we have homes under construction today right across the country, including some homes in my home state that will be taking tenants in coming weeks, Mr Speaker, coming weeks. And that's why we're working with state and territory governments to deliver tens of thousands new rental homes through the Housing Accord and, of course, the $1.7 billion through the National Housing and Homelessness Agreement for the coming year. Our budget, as you've heard from the Treasurer, did make changes to build to rent and, of course, the $2 billion in financing for more social and affordable rental homes and the largest boost to Commonwealth rental assistance in more than 30 years. We've also helped more than 50,000 Australians into home ownership over the past 12 months. We're working right across the housing spectrum, Mr Speaker. The member for Holt also asked whether the Housing Australia Future Fund could be relied upon to provide predictable and perpetual stream of funding that this country needs for housing, and indeed it can, Mr Speaker. All of the experts agree that one of the best ways to provide certainty for ongoing Commonwealth investment is for an establishment of a dedicated future fund, like the Medical Research Fund, like drought relief. Social housing is just the same, but it's not just the experts who support this, Mr Speaker. Of course, those opposite did exactly this when they were in office. Indeed, most of the future funds were under the Liberal government. But they're not the only ones, Mr Speaker, that support future funds. Back in 2012, the now leader of the Greens party moved in the House to establish a future fund. And he said, Mr Speaker, and I want to quote, "I do believe the future fund has shown that it is possible for such a fund to function effectively and with fairly wide support in Australia, Mr Speaker." And I agree with him, Mr Speaker. I do agree. A future fund is a good idea to fund important social infrastructure like housing. But, Mr Speaker, sadly this has become all about the politics, and it shouldn't be. This is not an opportunity for door-knocking. It's not an opportunity for campaigning. It's about people on the ground, people that need homes the most. And we're going to continue to stand up for people that need the homes, and the Senate should support the bill.